What's the best thing about snow days? Huggies from Winston. Yeah. And Sunday. Franklin's getting big. Yeah. Spoiled rotten. Your brother spoiled rotten. It's good work. Well, we are off to work. Luckily, we don't have to travel far. That's home. We got a little pond that needs some attention. Let's go down here and check out what we gotta do. So I got an old farm pond here for my neighbor. He's gonna build a house out here in that field. Already got the excavator here. I brought it before we had that snowstorm. Old irrigation. This is a family farm they have right here. Old irrigation pond. Needs to be cleaned up and redone. It's down pretty low. We think the old. Let me just get over here and I'll show it to you a little better. But regardless, it's got to be pumped down. So I rode the side by side over here. So there's an old overflow pipe right there. They think somebody snagged or something and ripped out. And that's about where it looks like the water stays at. And it stays really wet back here. So I'm hoping that the water's just leaking out of the pond through that pipe and into the wood. So I can't really do a siphon because the pond's the same level as that. I don't have enough fall. So he tried pumping it out with his tractor the other day, and for some reason he couldn't get enough suction lift. I don't know why. So I'm gonna set up the gas pump and hopefully it'll start pulling it down. I did dig a ditch when I brought the machine over here the other day, so we could hook up over there. So I got my gas 2-inch pump. I'm gonna set it up, probably go get the 3-inch pump tomorrow, and just see what I can get done. But all this has got to be pumped down before I can really start digging anything. I just got to go around the edges and dig everything out like I did that other pond and just add to the shoreline and clean it up, make it look nice. Dig this overflow out. We're just going to put a brand new one in and get rid of that old metal pipe. So rumor has it this ice is not going to be, oh crap, solid enough where that won't go through it. Oh, I gotta find a rock. You know how hard it is to find a rock where it's not rocky? I got a shovel. I can't reach that though. I don't have a shovel. I got this. Ooh, that looks like a prime case of getting wet. How much I'm getting wet? Let me notch me a little spot out right here. I don't know if that's gonna be long enough. Oh, that's a lot thicker than I was expecting it to be. Oh, normally we don't have to do this in the south. Well, we're gonna hope that that's good enough. Because that's as far as I can reach with my short handle. And guess what? The hose is stiff because it's cold out here. Should probably just take those jugs off. Probably not going to need them. Take two. I'm going to slide the pump back and see if I can't fish that hose down here under the ice. Maybe it'll break out more. There we go. right. Now just go out there. Oh, maybe it'll just poke a hole in it. There we go. All that working, that's all I had to do. All right, pump is primed with water. Hoses are on tight. Has not ran in probably 4 or 5 months, so wish me luck. It was out of gas, so. Start to see the hose pull down. So it's sucking. Hopefully we can get enough lift. And we wait. Shouldn't be much longer though. Sometimes you gotta let a little of the air out. Trying not to put the hose in the briars where I got a hole poked in it. That'll be fine. Evidently that's where truck tires go to rest. Well, this is going to take a while. That's got to be filled up like every 2 hours. I'll probably bring the 3-inch pump over here in the morning. I don't feel like going and getting it right now. Get it set up. Hopefully he can bring his tractor pump over here and we'll really get it pumped down. Really only need to take it down maybe a foot or so because the water's probably at least 3 feet low right now. So I just need to get it down so when I dig that out, I'm not digging in water because you see how big of a mess it makes. All right, let it run and come back and check it out. Let's see if the water hose thawed out enough. Oh yeah, I had to lay it up here to thaw it out. It was not having anything to do with laying in the snow. Come on. I like to wash some of the salt off everything. Just gonna give it a little spray off. I wash it better when it's warmer. I'll bring the power washer out. But that's the only thing about the snow stuff is you get salt. on everything. I'll just try to spray off what I can. It just, I don't know, makes me feel better. I don't know if it really helps, but it doesn't hurt anything. Already got everything taken off. And stuff put back on. Especially the truck. You can just see it caked on there. Always something to do. Well, I'm back over here this morning. Get the pump started. Looks like the water went down all of about 1 inch yesterday. So we got a long road ahead of us here to get this. He should have come down here last night and, oh boy. Jesus. I have to hold my hands over that until that thaws out. I gotta prime the pump back. All right, I got the cap unscrewed, pump primed. It should start coming. Oh yeah. We'll get this one started and then go get the 3-inch pump, get it set up. I forgot what a 2-inch pump moves. Normally it'll stay right there. Oh, 162 gallons per minute. Now I gotta pull my phone out. See what 162. Let's see, 162 times 60. 700 gallons an hour. That's a lot of water. That's a whole lot more, so I'll go get the 3-inch pump. It'll probably move, 15 to 18,000 gallons an hour if this ever gets started. There we go. Blow all the ice out. All right, let's go get the 3-inch pump. I'm gonna go get breakfast first. And here we go, round number 2. We got the 3-inch pump now. Hopefully I can smash that intake hose through the ice and get it fired up. Oh, I got sidetracked, but I got the 3-inch pump going. Moving some water now. We're gonna go, the farmer's got a 4-inch pump or 3-inch pump to go behind his tractor. I'm gonna take the machine and knock a hole in the ice over here. And we'll get that set up in about an hour and get to pumping some more. It takes a lot of pumping to get all that water down a foot or so. So this is probably frozen pretty good here. Yeah, that would have been a little difficult to try to break through with a piece of aluminum pipe. Trying to do this one-handed here and film. How thick was our ice here? Oh, about 1.5 inches. Yeah, it normally doesn't get this cold here. Alright, we'll probably get the intake hose in that there now. It's always fun when you start lowering down the water in a frozen pond. Like, most of the time the ice will be up in the grass, and as it starts going down, obviously the water goes down under the ice and the ice will stay kind of levitating. and then all of a sudden it just kind of falls down. Doesn't happen very often, but it's kind of cool. All right, so it'll be about an hour before he gets back with the tractor and pump. I'm going to run over to the last pond I just finished up and put the trash rack on it, and we might stop by the Billy Good Farm on the way back. I think his pond is almost full from the rain we got. Trash rack has arrived. Back over here on the pond I just finished up. Looks like it's come up some more. Let's walk down here to the pond dam and see how far it is from the new overflow pipe. They even got grass seed put out while everything was frozen. So looks like he just ran his tractor down here with the seeder on it, and that worked pretty good. So just kind of get everything stabilized to hold it throughout the winter here. That ryegrass should come up on it'll just kind of hold everything in place, and then this summer, once it dries out, he can come back in here with his box blade and drag over it. About as smooth as you could get that mud dumping it out, but once it dries out you can tend it pretty good and it smooths up pretty easy. So it looks like the pond come up about, looks like it's almost to the top of the old pipe, so 6 inches or so. Let's go down here and check it out. Looks like they got some grass seed on the dam too. That's good. I want to say the pond came up about 4 or 5 inches from when I left the other day. Whoa. Bada bing, bada boom. Put these close to the bank, so any sticks that come up very easily to come right down here and rake it off instead of way out there. Looks like the pond's got to come up about 8 or 10 more inches and it'll be full. And as you can tell, it's going to be right at the top of the bank all the way over there. So that's the whole reason I didn't raise it up another 2 feet. The dam could hold another probably 18-20 inches of water, but it just floods that whole entire shoreline so bad. But yeah. And the good sign is there's not even a drop of water coming out of that old pipe, so I feel good that's plugged now. And actually nothing's leaking because that hole of water's actually gone down some, so good sign the old pond dam isn't leaking. All right, let's go check out the Billy Good pond. It's on the way home. This job's a wrap. I'll come back maybe the springtime or something, summer, once everything greens in, and do a walk around of a few ponds I've done. I know they'll all be full by then. Looks like the Billy Good pond is finally full. Let's go down here and check it out. I think the pond turned out nice. It lays in here real nicely. So this one took a while to fill up, and I knew it would. It's just runoff. We had a very dry summer, and that other pond was about empty, so that one had to fill up, and then this one was able to fill up, so it's all the way up here to the top. Oh yeah. So this one's set up. I think I had about 2 feet of freeboard on the pond dam. We had a lot of dirt to get rid of on this one. It was pretty much a hole in the ground. So all the dirt went right here, and then got the little spillway around. If it ever comes that much that the 12-inch overflow pipe can't handle it, it'll run around through here. But pretty much all this does is catch all this runoff right here, and it kind of actually, I got it tapered a little bit lower so it actually runs into the pond. But if it does get up high enough, it will backflow out and around. Sounds like it's actually flowing out. Let's go over here and check it out. So a lot of people ask, do these ponds clear up? Yes, normally they're all muddy when I'm done with it, because it's all, you know, raw dirt and everything's washed into it and it's muddy. But once it gets established, the grass gets grown in, and you know, the water starts flowing in and out, it'll take all that muddy water and filter it out with clean water, and the pond will clear up some. Like you just saw, this is why I like these overflows and trash racks. You come down here and take it off. If you got a little bit of pine straw or whatnot you need to clean off, very easy to maintain. This time just make a little flat spot to stand on. So that's flowing down here, and that eventually leads into where we're going to do the 5-acre pond down there. Nice little flow out. We'll walk up here and check out where it flows in. Had to turn the camera back on. That's a pretty, I'm so glad we left those big oak trees. That really makes that a nice, pretty little pasture right there, doesn't it? So the reason this was so high, I explained it when I did this pond, was this is actually the property line right here, these pink ribbons. So these trees aren't even on this farm. So pretty much what I did, I cleared off to the line, and what would have been nice was to just combine all these, but you know, that's a part of a subdivision over there, and that's just not worth the hassle of trying to deal with that. So I just cleared up here to the line and graded this old pond dam from here over into this pond just to clean it up and make it look nicer. And as you saw in the last video I made, the water flows out of a runoff ditch from the road, and the other side of the road up there goes into this pond right here, and then it actually backflowed out right here, and I just kind of cut a little more defined ditch through here. And we might have to do something later on, maybe a little riprap channel or something, or put in a pipe just so it doesn't stay wet. You can tell it had pretty good flows going through here. It washed the grass over. Water comes right up here to the bank like I wanted it to. Not a huge pond, but it adds a little character. You really couldn't put one any bigger in here because it would just back the water up here and flooded all this. And we were trying to leave a buffer between here and the neighbors' houses. But there it is. Beely Good Pond is frozen and full. Well, the snow is melting. Minus my big piles back here. How convenient. Everything's cleared out and gone now. All the trucks are gone. Let's load the backhoe up and get it home. Last machine to leave from here. All loaded up, chained down, ready to go. Let's get this thing back to the farm. She's ready to rest for a little while. took pump number 2 on the tractor to get it going. Got a 4-inch intake and a 4-inch pipe going out. I dug a ditch the other day, so we're making a pretty good headway now. This old belt-driven pump, probably a lot older than I am. So we got this one going now. It's probably pumping twice as much as my 3 and 2-inch pump is pumping. So they got it reduced down to a 3-inch for some reason, but it's spraying out pretty good. Now it's making headway there, and then the 2 pumps over here are going, so we gained probably, well, you could see this morning, none of that. You see where the tall grass ends and the short kind of mossy grass starts. We've gained all that today. As far as pumping, I started the pumps around 7:30 or 8 o'clock this morning, I think. I can't remember. So the whole pond's probably gone down 6 inches. You can see how much the ice has dropped. So we'll keep plucking away at it and probably let all this stuff run into the night. And it'll probably be down enough tomorrow. We've about got the woods flooded. It'll probably be down enough tomorrow where I can get in there and start clearing all that brush out and possibly start digging some mud out. It's exciting, isn't it? Watching the water go down all day today. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed. It's been an eventful day today.